All right, went ahead and got this run going. We're hitting a little 50-minute run, little endurance run, kind of staying in zone 2. 5-minute warm up, 40-minute run, 5-minute cool down. Three days out from the marathon. Took a couple days off because, well, it was a marathon. Took a lot out of me. Had a lot of soreness the day after. I felt really good, but definitely some soreness, which is to be expected, but I probably took an extra day off. But I had adult soccer last night, so yeah, I took an extra day off, but not really, because of course you get your ass beat up during adult soccer. But I've been in super high spirits since the Combos Marathon. Just super high spirits, super happy about the results. It's always nice running past other folks that are getting to it. It's a little cold out here. It's not very cold, kind of breezy though. That guy had on shorts and a t-shirt, so his balls are a little bit bigger than mine. But getting back to that Combos Marathon, just super stoked. My spirits are high, and we're back out here attacking these workouts. If you don't perform, or you go out, have a less bad performance. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Who's calling me? Spam risk. But when you do a marathon or you have an event like that and you want to do well and you come up a little short, those next couple of days of training are hard. It's hard to get you that motivation back. All right, we got 40 minutes. I think going too slow right now, but I think it's probably 8:45. That's where we need to get to. But that dang spam caller messed up my watch. Hey dog, that dog barks at me every time. Every time. You'd think by now we'd be buddies. Okay, we're in range. Yeah, it's definitely 8:45 to 9:15 range. So we'll stay right there. Back to my favorite spot in the neighborhood. My little new construction spot. With this run being 50 minutes, it's probably gonna be about, it says 5.7 miles, but I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit closer to 6. So we're going to the hill, but we're gonna factor in a couple streets just to make sure we get that full 6 in. Big construction coming up. We'll report back. A big lesson that I take away from my training session and then running that marathon is the hills. I've been more diligent about getting hill work in and kind of factoring in the hills on all workouts, whether it's a endurance run, whether it's during some strides, or if it's during a tempo run, threshold runs. Still trying to do those hills no matter what. And when I got tired, and when those demons start entering your head, telling you to stop, I was able to really rely on my strength, my muscle strength, because normally your mind, or my mind, breaks down a little bit in those 20s and miles 22 to 24, and then my legs start to seize up, cramp, you know, all the hydration factors, which I'm a super sweater. I think I just need more water than the average human, but different conversation. Usually my legs, man, they have their own issues, you know, separate from how I feel. And in this time, dude, I had those thoughts enter in my brain like, hey man, slow down, you can walk. And my legs were like, don't worry, Bryce, we're good, keep pushing. So I was able to shut my brain out and really just rely on that brute strength. Super happy. And I attribute that to the hills, which we just hit one hill off camera, and you know, we're going back to the Hill of Death, my favorite hill. So we'll get some more footage back there. All right, heading to the Hill of Death right now. Nice little downhill swing before the uphill adventure. So I've been making these videos and putting them on YouTube, and it's crazy kind of what it's done for me, which is not much. It's not like I'm all of a sudden this big fitness influencer, but it's like I got this like journal, and I'm just, you know, putting entries in my journal, and I get to go back and kind of look in on it. I don't know, I'm finding it to be pretty cool, which is why I'm gonna keep doing it, and definitely keep recording all the way through Galveston. After that, maybe I'll change my mind, I don't know, but I'm having a lot of fun kind of being out here and not feeling alone. I've trained for years just alone, and and don't get me wrong, I don't mind it, but this camera gives me like a little buddy. Okay, Hill of Death, Hill of Death. Got to keep my cadence here. Check the watch. Yep, got to keep the cadence. So this camera has just kind of become my little buddy, my little journal entry. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep recording. I'm not doing good at recording my swims, which I need to do, and I've said that like 5 times, but no worries, we'll get one. Whew. Hill of Death putting me to a test right now, but a test that I'm winning. A little bit left, come on. All right, boom, made it to the top. All right, around the baseball fields, and we come back this way. Work took today off, but you know, anytime work hits you up, it's better just to jump on it, get it taken care of. All right, heading up out of the park now. We're heading by the Popo. What's up, Popo? Sitting in the parking lot. Wonder how much work that is getting done there. Who knows? Maybe he's filling out some paperwork. Man, streets are quiet today, but I guess that's how it is on a Wednesday during the day. Hey, Galveston checkup, yeah? Galveston checkup. It's on April 6th and it's March 5th. So, you know, we're officially 4 weeks away. No more saying 5 weeks till Galveston. It's 4 weeks, maybe even a day less, 2 days, whatever. I'm excited. Definitely want to continue the preparation. This week and next week are gonna be really, really good, tough workouts. And then after that, you know, it kind of slows back down for those last 2 weeks, but that's a little Galveston update. I'm feeling good about 4 weeks out. So where are we at here, man? We're about a mile and a half, 1.7 or so through this workout. It's gotta be farther than that, maybe 2 miles in. So we're going down the hill of death now, so it's really nice. Just felt some rain hit my face, which would be terrible if that starts happening, but gotta do what you gotta do. We'll be reporting back. After I run a marathon or, you know, any race or event, usually the next day I'm like on the computer looking for the next one. And I kind of did that a little bit on Sunday and Monday, but Galveston is like, you know, the only thing on my mind. And to be honest, after that, I'm thinking about, you know, doing another 70.3, maybe. Like, there's one in Augusta that's not too far away from me. It's like in September, I believe. So I may save my dollars for another Ironman instead of doing a marathon. I want to do more marathons, but I've done 4 now, and I kind of understand them and how they work and what goes into them and the financial side of it. And now I just want to partake in, you know, kind of some of the bigger marathons, ones that, you know, you can't, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you can do a bunch of marathons, and, you know, pay like 80, 90, 100 bucks and go do them, and that's awesome. I've definitely done those. Combos was definitely one of those, but now I'm kind of making them into vacations almost. Runcations, some people call them, I guess. But what I've experienced is if you just do marathons over and over again, you know, especially multiple of them in a year, if you don't have like a true plan, you're just doing them to do them. And, you know, sometimes you don't prepare properly. Sometimes you're just winging it. Sometimes you don't do as well because you just scheduled a bunch of marathons, and when you don't do well in one of them, you feel like you just wasted a ton of money. So what I've kind of decided to do, and also with my wife, is kind of some of the bigger marathons where you're not focused on 3 or 4 things. The money that you invest into it isn't just thrown at it. So marathons like New York, Chicago, the Disney Dopey Challenge is something that I'd love to tackle. You know, even marathons in other countries. So I'm kind of looking at those routes where it takes a year to save up for it. It takes a year to train for it, because it's not that you don't want to do bad, you can't. You can't spend that money, you can't travel that far and take your family away from what they're doing to be unprepared and to not do well. You have to. So that's kind of where my focus is. Hopefully that made sense. 3.5 miles in, plus that extra warm up. So probably about 4 miles in, we'll report back. I guess where I've gotten now is that I'd rather do 1 marathon in a year, and it be a huge marathon, a coveted marathon, but take that whole year and train as hard as I can, and when I go to that marathon, knock it out of the park. Knock it clear out of the park. That's where I'm at now. It goes back to quality, not quantity. Even though you can be mesmerized by, oh, Johnny over there did 6 marathons this year. Or, dude, oh, Johnny over there has done like 110 marathons. I bet if you go, I have no battery, no! No! Okay, it had already cut itself off one time. It's gonna cut itself off again. Forget what I was saying. The camera's toast.